Welcome to Columbia, Missouri, and Faroe Field, named for the father of the split T, where the Missouri Tiger fans are hoping that they put together a big W. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Missouri Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Canes will boot it away to start the game. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Ready to fire from the pistol. The give to the lone running back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. These two conferences largely share the same geographic footprint, and the ACC loves it when they can take down a team from the SEC.
And we see these two conferences play each other oftentimes early in the season, late in the season. David, think about Clemson, South Carolina, Florida, Florida State. These players have a lot of familiarity with one another.
And this already matters so much to these kids because they grew up in the same area a lot of times, like Reese was talking about with the footprint. But how about in the past, too? When your undefeated league champion gets left out of the playoff for an SEC team, a little more fuel for the fire.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. The give to the back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how...
And the ball is picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 20. Inside the 10. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes!
And that is not the start this offense wanted. You're trying to come out, you're trying to create some momentum and get a rhythm and consistency, but you throw the pick 6 early and put yourself in a hole. Not good.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
2nd down coming up. Hand off from the shotgun. At the 45 on his way. Got a lot of running room. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, I know it's a very small sample size, and we've got a lot of football to go this year, but what can you say about this offense? How explosive and impressive they look. Top 5 in the nation in scoring, and you can see why. They've got speed and playmakers all over the field.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Fielded in the end zone, it's Cook. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They are shaking the rafters of this place, trying to help their defense as they've got them pinned deep. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. They'll leave it with him. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. Back to the ground game on the left. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. He's loose. He's at the 30. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11.
How electrifying is this guy when the ball is in his hands? I'll tell you, he's making a name for himself all across college football. Ripped off over 100 yards in his last game out. He's basically at that now. This defense does not have an answer.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Going with the ground game left. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Hurricanes!
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up. They find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
And the entire playbook is wide open on second and short like this. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. Live by the blitz. Get hit with a chunk play on the blitz, too, especially if you're man up on that dude.
And you know what? You lose some battles, especially to receivers like this who are so elite.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Wow, the Miami linebacker shows you his speed on that play, and linebacker in speed, synonymous when you're thinking about Miami Hurricane defense. Think about Ray Lewis, Jonathan Vilma, Dan Morgan, DJ Williams. Guys that can go sideline to sideline and guys that can rush the passer. Not easy to block.
Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. And the Tigers are moving quickly down the field. They'll run it from the gun. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
And that ball is picked off. taking it the other way. The 40, the 30. He's at the 20. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Miami.
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And Dave, you know, it's funny, I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes on the field. What do you think?
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands. Guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reed.
And it's picked off for the third time today. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Canes! The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
And it'll be... ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Power football with the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. From the gun, the running back looking for room. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. As the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Rides to the back. At the 35, he's open.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Miami 28, Missouri 7.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He's looking to throw it. Getting some heat. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it harder to defend.
On the option. The pitch. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. And the Hurricanes line it up with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricane.
Nice drive, nice touchdown. I love this offense's response to what happened a week ago. Listen, we're 0-1, so be it. Let's put the foot on the gas. Let's move forward, get better, and they have in game 2 so far.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
35, Missouri 7.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man all by himself. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating it.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball and placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
It's complete to the right. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Missouri!
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down.
And the Miami offense will take over 1st and 10.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Now what they had in mind to start this drive, here comes 2nd and 13. Off play action. Gets away from 1.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation, so the defense is just pinning their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the football. They take a sack very close to the goal line.
And a quick shuffle pass underneath.
Not a lot of good plays for 3rd and California, so you're just trying to get a completion and help out your punter, but they can't even get that executed.
And the Canes will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. These guys scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Now a chance to really dig their way out of this hole.
Yeah, and it's complimentary football, right? Offense doing their job, scoring, defense.
They get him a rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
I know it's early in this game, but, man, this defense has had their number. They've done a great job, already built a huge lead, now getting this offense in a situation where they got to pass the football, and they better protect their quarterback better than they are right now.
Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Throws toward the end zone. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
So I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Trying play action. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, and after not getting any sacks a week ago, we knew he was going to be a little frustrated, but he told us this week he wasn't going to try to press. He was just going to go out in this game, be himself, knowing the numbers and the stats would come. He's off to a great start in this game.
As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. And the Canes will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He's got great speed. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal.
Get set, get set.
Leaves it with the back. Just plowing down the field. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
A nice job by this offense, putting the scoring drive together. And now, listen, it's not even halftime yet. So keep fighting, going to halftime, regroup, found a little something on this drive, see if we can cut into this lead and continue to make this game closer and closer.
He'll bring it out. It's Cook. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your...
He'll take the deep shot. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
And they go aggressive, Palmer. They're trying to go up top, trying to make a play. And how about them running the flea flicker, catching the defense off guard, but just missing an opportunity to really create some momentum in a big play.
And you can't waste that opportunity, David. The flea flicker was set up. You can only call it once a game. You can't call it twice. They had the look. They just could not execute.
Pulled down for the tackle.
This is why he's the quarterback leading his team, because he can do things like that, the unscripted stuff, and buy time, scramble outside the pocket, complete the pass down the field. Just so hard to stop as opposed to a guy that just stands in the pocket and you know exactly where he's going to be every single play.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Man, those little chunks keep annoying the crud out of you when you're on defense. It's just putting them in easy situations, chewing up 4 to 6 yards at a pop like that. Puts you in a bad situation as a defensive coordinator. What do I call? Either way, priority number one, we got to stop the run.
He'll try to do it himself. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. The Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Pressure coming. Keeps the legs moving. Oh, and after the big gain, the ball's loose. Well, the offense ought to go buy a lottery ticket because that ball somehow bounced right back to them. They'll keep it. Just when they're looking run, now up top.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. He wants to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away. That's one he'd like to have back.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He caught it. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. They'll immediately call timeout.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami! What a run for this playmaker to just elude the defense and get in for the score.
And I tell you what, defensively, you can't let this guy get on the edges. You cannot give up contain. When you're defensive ends, you got to stay outside. You got to make sure you know this guy's going to scramble and try to make plays, and you got to make sure you keep him in the pocket.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. They'll be able to snap it one more time. Let's see how aggressive they are on what's likely the final play of the half. To the air on 1st down. Showing the arm strength to the left. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Comes out throwing on 1st down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Missouri, 21.
Missouri will put a foot to it to start us in the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Cook. He gets a block. He's got an alley. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Canes.
You know, we just went into half and we drew up all these adjustments, things we got to do differently to take advantage. How about the special teams coming out to start the second half and setting the tone, taking the kick all the way back for 6. You don't draw it up any better than that.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. NC State has the lead right now. This team can really open up the playbook at times, but I'm not sure this game is over just yet. They're up by 5 over Coastal Carolina. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dialing up a second down pass play. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got rid of it just in time. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. This offense has a second down play. Now the play fake. Feeling some heat. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really.
And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. The offense set for a first down play. Wide receiver shows motion. Trying to turn the corner on the jet sweep. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
I love defenses that can gang tackle. How about the defense getting a lot of hats to the football? That receiver's a fast dude. But this defense, they've got a lot of teams beat themselves, and they showed it right there.
On second down, will they go back to the ground game? Quick release on the RPO. Across the 25, he's got room. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
They're looking for an advantage to the right. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the ground with the back. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
With the run on 1st and goal. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. They lost ground on first down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
They've gotten pushed back, but it's still 3rd and goal. On the option. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
Well, with a huge lead, interesting decision. Are you going to try to pad it with a field goal, or do you want to stay aggressive?
And what's nice is you got this big lead, so it really doesn't matter whichever you choose, but you can grab the points, or you can go to try to put this nail in the coffin.
And it's right down the boulevard. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Gets rid of it. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. After the missed connection, it's 2nd down. Motion from the offense. On 2nd down, looking to throw. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Offensively, and are you going to take 4 to 6 every play? Yes, please. Sign me up for that. I'm going to take that every single time. Great job by the offense. Staying patient, staying true to who they are. You want to run the football. You want to be physical. You want to establish yourself. Check, check, check.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the 1st down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and he add the answer to the test right there.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, so close to paying off. The tip really had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception in the last possession. You could tell breaking on the football really, really well, seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Tigers.
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense, spreading them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Offense set on first down. They'll try the run. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
That's the end of the third quarter play. With the score, Miami 52, Missouri 28.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. The give to the tailback. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
Tackle is made at the 24. Third down.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down.
And this is what leaders do at the quarterback position, guys. After throwing 2 picks a week ago, he was able to put that game behind him, refocused himself, got back in the film room. He looks like a different player this week.
The corners are walked up tight. Here's the handoff. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Off the play fake. Pocket starts to collapse. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They'll start this drive with a pass. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Catch inside the 25. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri! And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. Wants to go up top.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. looking to move it through the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
How nice is it as a play caller when you've got a running back as good as this guy, right? I mean, you can just dial up conservative run calls. Nothing has to be too tricky, too fancy. You just know he's going to go make good things happen. Even when it's not blocked properly, he is still finding ways to rip off long runs. This guy now has over 150 yards rushing in the game. Doesn't look like he's slowing down.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger. And you can tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get them on the ground quickly.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Fair catch called for and made. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if he's going to fire deep. And he's got it inside the 10. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And that play is going to just ignite this offense. You got to take a shot. You want to be aggressive. What an individual effort here by the receiver hauling in that catch.
Missouri comes up with a first and goal. Barges ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, oh man, what a day. His third touchdown rushing, showing you he's got a little bit of everything. And padding those stats. And all you fantasy football guys, if you have my man at running back, that's a good day.
He's looking to throw. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blocker. And the returner is stopped. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms and all the years coaching, everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it. And the momentum has swung to the other side. You got to get it back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Going for the big play. Snatches it on the right. He's off to the races. The tag. Touchdown, Hurricane. And once he got loose, it was all over.
Well, obviously this team didn't get the start they wanted to on the year, coming into this one 0-1, but a great job there getting that drive, putting 6 up on the board. They've got a comfortable lead. They wanted to turn the page and start to build momentum. This is a massive win for this program.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Zings it complete to the right. Got room at the 35. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. The Tigers racing to the line in the hurry-up. And on that last play, he's now over 400 yards passing.
Well, Reese, if you're going to throw for over 400 bills, you got to spread the praise around. Up front, they've done an outstanding job protecting this quarterback, and his receivers have been winning one-on-one.
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Gonna take a shot. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now 1st and goal. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play.
Yeah, I think it's nice discipline by this defense. Doing a good job playing inside out, using the sideline to their advantage, kind of stringing it out, not giving up yards. This is a really good job by the defense, playing fast and playing smartly.
It's complete. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Nice job by the offense, going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Boise State is putting on an offensive clinic, and about the only thing we haven't seen is the Statue of Liberty play. They're up 14 over Washington State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Okay, you have a 2-score advantage here, so while you want to be aggressive, David, don't hand them a cheap.
Dang right. I'm not being reckless. I can still be aggressive, but a punt is not the worst thing, Jesse, in this situation in the 4th quarter.
You're right, David. You don't want to be reckless. So as a play caller here, let's dial up some things you know your quarterback sees well in the passing game.
Right back to the well. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? They'll run play action. Now adjusting. Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. First order of business here, don't give up a big return, then the defense just has to keep them out of the end zone. Going for the return. Slips through the line. Got a little room. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting me back in the ball. Now, we got a 1-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and give me the rock back.
And he puts through the extra point. 35 seconds remaining. They'll line up for the onside kick to try to pull this thing out. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. 35 seconds remaining. They'll line up for the onside kick to try to pull this thing out. And he was able to get back on top of his own fumble.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. The quarterback takes a knee. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row.